Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? It's a Tuesday here if you're joining me live, and normally I would be putting out a Tabata Tuesday video, but I've been doing these for 2 years and I just want to mix things up a little bit, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, and we're going to do a session together if you are up for joining in with me. But before we do that, just a quickie just to say, give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this, give me a little heart if you love it, and please do put any comments or any questions in the comments box below. Feel free to share it with your friends or just share it publicly if you enjoy this. So just a quick intro. I've been doing Tabata Tuesday for 2 years now, and while I love the idea of giving you guys a short movement practice that you can just get up and do in the middle of the day if you've got no time to do anything else, that's the idea behind it. But obviously at the same point, I want to keep your body safe. I've never been one for just doing anything that's going to put your body under any stress at all. So I wanted to start emphasizing just a little bit more, taking a moment or two to warm up and cool down before doing it, which obviously means it is going to take a little bit longer to do the practice, but I think you'll get a lot more out of it and you'll be looking after your bodies a lot more. Obviously everyone's very different. I want to keep this super short still, so I'm only going to be doing less than a minute on each little exercise. So please, if you know that your body needs a little bit more warm up, always take the time to do a little bit more. It really is worth doing. Then when we get into the main section of it, we can move as hard as we can within our own capabilities and strength, and obviously maintaining good form the whole time. And then we'll take a little moment to breathe at the end of it. I'm going to be calling it Solaris Movement Magic instead of Tabata Tuesday, but basically it's going to be the same. You'll still get the same little speeded up videos that you always have, just with a little bit more explanation about warming up and cooling down as well. So let's get right onto it. I'm going to start a timer. If you are looking for a timer to use, I've just got an app called Interval Timer. It's great. You can set different durations and mix it around with the different timing options. And typically, this is obviously a live video. Here we go. My where I had it all set up ready to go, it's closed itself down. All right, lovely. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a bit of gently moving into each movement that we're going to do. So we're going to start with a cross open jumping, but actually for the moment, let's just start by moving the arms, just swinging them down nice and low. You can take a little bit more. If you've got space, really make sure if you're at home that you're not going to whack anything. So the movement of the arms is going to be cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. If you've got the coordination, you can try and alternate which arm goes in front each time. Then let's just think about the feet. Let's bring the feet in, open, in, open, in, open, cross, open, cross, open. When we do this in a minute, we're actually going to jump with it. Feel free just to do the steps if you want. Let's do one more. Okay, so now we're going to add a little squat, so bending the knees. For this one, I like to take quite a wide squat, so my knees are pointing out over the toes. Taking it as low as you can, keeping the upper body lifted. And then optional, we're going to add a little twist in. So really lifting the heel up off the floor, twisting in the hips, keeping the other heel a little bit lifted as well to protect the knees, so you're not tweaking in the knees. If you just want to do the squats on their own, that's totally fine as well. One more. Good. So our next one is going to be a lunge back. So we're going to step back into a lunge position, bending the back knee, come back to center, and then lift the same knee up and switching sides, lunging back, bending the back knee, and then coming back to center and lift. So if you're feeling like you have good balance, you can take it straight into the knee lift if you like. So lunging back, coming into the knee lift before switching sides. And lift, and taking it back and lift. I see a few people are joining me. We've had Rebecca join, we've had Laurelie join, nice to see you, and Eleanor, nice to see you too. And let's do a couple more of these. Remember, if you want to stabilize in between, you can do that, and you don't need to lift your knees super high as well. If you've got some balance difficulties, just lift it a little bit off. So the last exercise for today is going to be a lateral lunge, lunging to the side. Let's just start off by taking a wide stance and just gently bending into that knee. Coming back up to center. I haven't got much space, so I have to do a little adjustment in between. Come back to center. And again, bending the knee, taking it over, coming back, and let's go to the other side and come back. Over and center. Should have moved my radiator out of the way, never mind. And as you get a little bit warmer, you can start to take it a little bit deeper if that feels good to you. Feel free to do whatever you like with your hands, really. And if you've got more space, you can bring the feet all the way back together. I have to kind of modify a little bit for this tiny room. All right, so warm up done. Now we're going to go into full speed. We're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off 4 times. So we're going to repeat, 8 times. So we're going to repeat each of those once. We're going to do it once and then we're going to repeat it again. So let's go back into this. Okay, so we're ready to go. We've got 20 seconds and we're starting off with our cross, cross, open. Here we go. So cross, cross, open, cross, cross, open, cross, cross, open. And feel free just to step the feet if you prefer. You don't have to jump. Maybe you've got neighbors downstairs. I have, but they're very nice. Cross, cross, open, cross, cross, open, cross, cross, open. Let's rest for 10 seconds. The next one is the squat with the twist reach. So you can just do the squat or you can add the twist reach if you like. And here we go. So taking the hips back and really twisting up into that reach. So you want to be working at the maximum you can work whilst maintaining good form. Okay, so this is a little bit of HIIT, high intensity exercise for you. Hopefully get the blood flowing. Okay, we've got our 10-second rest now. We're going to do that lunge back with the knee lift, yeah? So remember, you can either go straight into the knee lift or you can stop in between and then lift the knee. However you're feeling today, however your balance is feeling. I'm going to do a couple of both versions just to show you. And I'm probably not working at my maximum because I've got to try and talk over the top of this. But so feel free to go faster than me if you have got that in you today. All right, so we're resting again. We've got one more round before we repeat. We're going to do those lateral lunges, lunging to the side. So again, taking it over, really making sure that knee is tracking the toe, and then over to the other side. I'm having to do a little modification for my space, so obviously hopefully you've got a little bit more space than me. But if you're like me and you have a small space at home, just fudge the feet however you need to. All right, so we're halfway through. We're going to repeat all of those again, starting with that cross, cross, open. Perhaps if you did the stepping first of all, you want to try jumping now, so upping the pace a little bit more. Cross, cross, open, cross, cross, open. And this is great for your coordination, particularly if you can remember which foot was in front and switching each time. Cross, cross, open. Cross, cross, open, and rest. Okie doke. So in a moment, we're going to go back into the squats again, the twists and twist reach. Obviously, you can just do the squats if you prefer. And then you can go faster than me. If you need to go a little bit slower than me, that's totally fine. Just take it at your own pace. Remember, the important thing is to maintain good form. And then once you've got the good form, then you can pick up the pace a little bit. All right, 2 more to go. So we're doing that lunge back with the knee lift. So taking position, getting ready to step back with one leg, really bending that back knee, and then you can stop in between if you need to, lifting the knee up, stepping the other knee back, bending it down towards the floor, and lifting it up. And if you can, get that knee nice and high at the front. If you can't, don't worry, just however high you can lift it and feel comfortable is totally fine. All right, last round to go. So 10 seconds rest, then we're going to go into those side lunges again. And making sure that you've got enough space. So stepping to the side and then stepping to the other side. Really sitting back into the hips as much as you can. Wherever you want to place the hands is totally fine. Really trying to keep the chest lifted. At the same time, try not to fold forward too much. Let's do one more. All right, and release. Good job, well done. So that's the hard work done. Let's just repeat some of those movements again with a little bit slower pace, just as a bit of a cool down. So just swinging the arms, maybe rocking from side to side with the feet. And start to feel the heart rate slowing down just a little bit now. Nice. And instead of doing a squat, let's just do a reach up into the air and then taking it over to the side, breathing into the side of the body. Nice deep breaths. And bringing the arm down, coming back to center, other side, reaching up and over. Lengthen the side of the body. And coming back to center, let's reach across. And come back to center. And then reach across and come back to center. And then let's take one foot back. This time let's have the back heel on the floor, squaring the hips, really sending that back heel back, squeezing the glute of the back leg, bending the front knee, clasping the hands behind the back and rotating the shoulders, keeping a micro bend in the elbows. And then release, stepping the other foot back. Again, checking in with your back toes, make sure they're pointed forwards, squaring the hips, so pull back on your front hip, again clasping the hands, nice and wide across the front of the body. This stretch should feel great if you sit at a desk all day, opening up the hips and the shoulders. And release, let's do a couple of deep breaths, so deep breath in, press down through center, breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Really big breath in and breathing out. And relax. That was just my timer saying activity completed. Well done. Okay, thank you so much if you joined in with me today. So remember, I'm not going to be doing a Tabata Tuesday anymore. It's going to be called Solaris Movement Magic, but it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So watch out for those same little fast sped up videos, but also pay attention to the notes as to what to do for your little warm up and cool down as well. If you have any questions, please do pop them in the comments box. I didn't see any come through during the live, but do tag me if you're watching this on catch up, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.